Hey, welcome back to Talk Sarah, the place where we talk about real life in simple, friendly English. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. And if you are here for the first time, welcome. You picked a really good day to join us.
You really did, because today's topic is one of my favorites. It's quiet, but it's powerful. It's soft, but it's so strong.
We are talking about calm, that steady, peaceful feeling that some people have even when everything around them is loud and messy.
Yes, and before we get into it, we just want to say something from the heart. Actually, Alex, do you want to say it?
I do. We want to say thank you. Like a real warm, sitting down and looking at you kind of thank you.
Because so many of you listen to us every single day. Every day. And that still surprises me a little.
Me too, because when we started this, we honestly did not know if anyone would care. And now we see your comments, your messages, your little notes, and wow.
Wow is the right word. Someone wrote to us last week and said, I listen to you while I walk to work and your voices feel like a warm cup of tea. And I read that and just sat quietly for a moment.
That is the nicest thing. A warm cup of tea. I want to be a warm cup of tea.
You already are, Alex. A little bitter sometimes, but mostly warm.
That is fair. That is very fair.
But seriously, thank you. You coming back every day, you listening, you trying, it means everything to us. And we see you. We really do.
And since so many of you are with us every day, we also want to answer something that comes up a lot in the comments. A lot of you ask, Sarah, Alex, I listen every day, but I still feel like my English is not improving. Am I doing something wrong?
Oh, this question. This beautiful, honest question. Okay, can I be direct for a second?
Please.
Okay, you are not doing anything wrong. In fact, you are doing one of the most important things a language learner can do. You are listening, and listening is not small. Listening is not just anything.
Exactly. When you listen to English every day, your brain is quietly collecting things. It's learning how English sounds, how sentences feel, how words connect naturally together.
And progress in listening is not always visible right away. It's like watering a plant. You water it today, tomorrow, the day after, and for a while it just looks the same. And then one morning, there it is, a little green thing coming out.
I love that, because so many people stop watering because they can't see anything yet, and that's the hardest part.
It is, but if you're here, if you keep coming back, please trust the process. Something is growing even when you can't see it yet.
And if you have noticed some progress, even a tiny bit, please write it in the comments. Your progress could be someone else's motivation today.
Yes, share it. Don't keep it quiet. Okay, actually, that connects perfectly to what we're talking about today, because today's whole topic is about something that is often quiet, but very strong.
Calm. Let's talk about calm.
So why do so many people confuse calm with weakness? Like, why does being calm make some people think you don't care, or you're not strong, or you're just easy to push around?
I think it's because we are used to seeing strength as something loud. Strong people in movies shout, they react, they fight back immediately. They show their feelings on the outside in a big way.
Right. So when someone is calm and quiet, it looks strange. It looks different. And different things can feel wrong at first.
And also, calm doesn't show off. It doesn't come into a room and say, look at me, I'm handling this so well.
Yes, calm just exists. It just stands there, doing its thing.
Quietly, without asking for attention. And so people miss it. They walk past it and think, oh, that person is just passive. Passive means not doing much, not reacting, sort of just letting things happen to you.
But that is not what calm really is. Calm is not passive. Calm is actually an active choice every single second.
Say that again, because I think people need to hear this.
Calm is an active choice. When someone is calm in a difficult moment, they are choosing, again and again, not to let the moment take over. That is not easy. That is work.
Invisible work. And I think that's why calm gets misunderstood. The work is on the inside, so people on the outside don't see it.
Exactly. It's like, Okay, imagine someone is building something heavy underground. From above, you just see a quiet street. You think nothing is happening, but underground, a lot is happening.
Oh, I like that. The quiet street with so much happening underneath. That's calm.
And I think this also happens with English learners. When you speak slowly and carefully, maybe choosing your words, pausing for a second, some people might think you are not confident.
When really you're thinking, you're choosing well. That pause is not weakness. That pause is care.
Yes, slow and careful is not the same as lost or confused. Sometimes slow and careful is the smartest way to speak.
Okay, so we said calm can be misunderstood as weakness, but here's something even more interesting. Sometimes calm actually makes people nervous, like really uncomfortable.
Yes, and when I first thought about this, I was like, wait, why? Why would calm make someone nervous? But then I understood.
Because some people are very good at reading reactions. If you react, if you get angry or defensive or emotional, they know how to respond. They know what to do next.
But if you stay calm, they don't know what to do. Their plan doesn't work anymore.
And that is uncomfortable. If something is uncomfortable, it feels uneasy, not pleasant, a little bit difficult to sit with.
It's like someone expecting to push a door and the door just doesn't move. They pushed with all their energy and nothing happened. And now they're just standing there, holding their hand, feeling strange.
Yes, they prepared for a fight and found a wall, a very polite, very calm wall.
A calm wall that just looked at them quietly.
And that is actually quite powerful, right? Because you didn't do anything dramatic. You didn't say harsh words. You didn't perform. You just stayed yourself.
And somehow, staying yourself was the most powerful move.
And I think this is especially important to understand if you sometimes feel like people test you. Like they say something a little rude or a little unkind, and they wait to see what you will do.
To provoke you. To provoke someone means to say or do something on purpose to get a reaction from them, to push their emotions a little.
And when you stay calm, when you don't take the bait, something shifts. You didn't take the bait means you didn't fall into the little trap they set.
And suddenly, you are not the one who looks weak. You are the one who looks strong, because real strength is not always the loudest voice in the room.
No, sometimes real strength is the quietest one.
No, sometimes real strength is the quietest one.
And this matters for your English too. Sometimes in a conversation, someone might correct you in a not-so-kind way, or laugh a little, or make you feel like you made a mistake.
And the temptation is to panic, to over-apologize, to want to disappear.
But if you stay calm, if you just smile, say thanks, I'm still learning, and keep going, the whole energy changes.
You don't give the moment more power than it deserves.
Exactly. And your English stays with you instead of running away from the panic.
Which brings us to something really important. Calm doesn't just change how other people see you, it changes how well you think.
Yes, because when you are panicking, when your heart is going fast and your mind is loud, it is very hard to think clearly.
Very hard. You forget things you know, you say things you don't mean, you make decisions in 1 second that you regret for a week.
And pressure does this. Pressure makes everything feel urgent, like everything needs to be solved right now.
But most things don't actually need to be solved right now. Most things just feel that way.
And calm helps you see the difference.
If you have clarity, that means you can see things clearly. You can think without noise, without emotion covering everything.
And calm creates that space, that little moment between what happens and how you respond.
That little pause, that is where good decisions live.
I always think of it like you're in a kitchen and there's a small fire on the stove. If you panic, you might knock something over, grab the wrong thing, make it worse.
But if you take a breath, just one breath, you see exactly what you need to do. You turn off the stove, done.
Same fire, same problem. Two different responses, two very different results.
Calm doesn't remove the problem, it just keeps you able to handle it.
And for English learners, wow, this is so true. When you panic in a conversation, your English doesn't disappear. It just gets blocked by the noise inside your head.
The words are still there. They're yours. You learned them. But panic gets in the way first.
So calm protects your English the same way it protects your thinking. It keeps the road clear.
I love that. Keep the road clear. And when your thinking is clear, something else also stays safe. Your dignity.
Your dignity.
And dignity it's that feeling of self-respect, that sense that no matter what is happening outside, you still respect yourself on the inside.
And it's interesting because a lot of people think dignity comes from winning, from getting the last word, from making sure the other person knows you were right.
But actually, dignity often comes from not saying things, from holding something back.
And that holding back has a word: restraint.
Restraint. It means controlling yourself when you could react, but you choose not to. Not because you don't feel anything, but because you respect yourself enough to not let the moment make your decisions for you.
And restraint is hard. Nobody says it's easy.
No, when you feel hurt or embarrassed or unfairly treated, restraint is one of the hardest things.
But when you practice it, when you walk away from a difficult moment without doing something you'll regret, future you is so grateful.
Future you is like, oh, thank goodness I didn't say that thing.
Because present you sometimes wants to say very dramatic things.
Present you has opinions,
Strong opinions in capital letters.
but future you just wants peace.
And calm is what connects present you to future you in a way that doesn't create damage.
That's it. Calm is the bridge between feeling something and responding well.
And this is true in English too. When you make a mistake and you feel embarrassed, restraint means you don't just shut down. You don't decide you're terrible at English forever.
You just breathe and you keep going. Dignity intact, self-respect still there.
Okay, but now we really need to say something important because we don't want anyone to hear this and think, oh, I should never show emotion. I should become a robot.
No. That is not calm. That is something else.
That is suppression. And suppression means pushing your feelings down and pretending they're not there, ignoring them, hiding them in a little box and closing the lid very tight.
And that box, it always opens eventually, usually at a really inconvenient time.
Always at the wrong moment.
Because feelings don't disappear when you hide them. They just wait.
And there's another thing that looks like calm but is not: being numb. If someone feels numb, they feel disconnected, like the emotions are far away and they can't really feel much at all.
And numb is not peace. Numb is not calm. Numb is more like the electricity went out and now everything is dark and silent.
Yes. Calm is like the electricity's on. The lights are low, everything is running, just quietly and gently.
That's a beautiful way to say it. Calm is present. Numb is absent.
And real calm can still say, that hurt me. Real calm can still cry if it needs to. Real calm can still speak up when something is wrong.
It just does those things without losing itself, without becoming a storm.
So if you are here and you are someone who holds feelings down and calls it being calm, maybe we can sit with that a little. That is not the same thing, and you deserve to feel things properly.
Yes, we are not here to say don't feel. We're here to say feel it and then choose what to do with it.
That is the difference, and that is also the English learner's journey. You might feel nervous, and that is okay. Calm doesn't mean the nervousness is gone. Calm means you speak anyway.
You feel it and you go. You feel it and you keep going.
And that is courage. Real, quiet, everyday courage.
Now, something else we want to talk about, and I think this might be the most human part of today's conversation. Many calm people were not always calm.
Oh yes, this is so important.
A lot of them went through something, or many things, and those experiences slowly taught them something.
They became resilient. And resilient means you go through something hard, something really hard, and instead of it breaking you forever, you somehow find a way through. You adapt, you recover, you keep going.
And with resilience often comes something called being seasoned. If someone is seasoned, they have been shaped by life. Life has given them experiences, some beautiful, some painful, and those experiences made them wiser.
Wiser, not harder. There's a difference.
A big difference. Harder means life made you cold. Wiser means life made you understanding.
And a lot of calm people are calm not because life was easy, but because they know exactly what chaos costs. They've paid that bill before.
And they decided they don't want to pay it anymore.
So their calm is earned. It has history in it. It has old arguments they wish they'd never had, words they wish they hadn't said, mornings they spent feeling embarrassed about yesterday.
And somewhere in all of that, they found calm, not because they gave up, but because they grew up.
That is such a beautiful way to put it.
And English learners, this is you too. If you have had awkward conversations in English, if you have made mistakes, if someone laughed or corrected you in a way that hurt, you are being shaped by that.
And if you keep going, if you come back the next day and try again, that is resilience. That is the exact same thing.
You are becoming seasoned in your English journey, and that is worth celebrating.
Okay, so now the practical question. How do you actually build more calm in your life? How do you get there?
Well, I think it starts small. It starts with one small thing called self-regulation. And self-regulation means managing your emotions in a healthy way, not ignoring them, not exploding, managing.
And one of the simplest tools for self-regulation is just pausing.
Pausing?
Just pausing before you reply, before you react. 1 second, even half a second, you give yourself that tiny space.
And in that tiny space, you can ask one question, one very good question. What does this moment actually need from me?
Not what do I feel like saying right now, but what does this moment actually need?
Because sometimes what you feel like saying and what the moment needs are very, very different things.
Very different. Present you wants to say a lot of things. Wise you takes a breath first.
And breathing, that sounds so simple, but it really does work. When your body is calm, it's much easier for your mind to be calm too.
And you know, steady, that word, steady. I want to be a steady person.
If someone is steady, they are emotionally stable. Not frozen, not cold, just stable, reliable. Like even when things shake, they don't fall over.
Like a good chair, you sit in it and it doesn't wobble.
Alex, you want to be a chair?
A very calm, very steady chair, yes.
That is the most unique goal I've heard today.
Thank you. I commit to it fully.
But honestly, steady is a beautiful word because it's not about being perfect. It's about being reliable for yourself.
For yourself first. That is a key, I think. You become calmer, not to impress other people, but to trust yourself more.
To know that when a hard moment comes, you won't disappear. You won't completely fall apart. You'll still be there.
And that trust in yourself, that is one of the best feelings there is.
I think so too. And in English, being steady means you keep speaking even on bad days. You keep trying even when it's hard. Not perfect, just steady.
Calm English is not perfect English. It's just English that keeps going.
And people remember that. They remember the energy you brought, more than the exact words you used.
Always, always the energy first.
Okay, let's do our little word moment now because we used some really good words today and we want to make sure they stay with you.
Yes, this is the part where we slow everything down and really look at the vocabulary.
So, first word, passive. Passive means not reacting, not taking action, just letting things happen to you. For example, she wasn't passive, she was just choosing when to speak.
Or, people misread his quiet nature as passive. Repeat, passive.
Passive. Next, provoke. To provoke someone means to say something or do something to try to get them emotionally react. For example, he said something rude to provoke her, but she just smiled.
Or, don't let small things provoke you into big reactions. Repeat, provoke.
Provoke. Now, uncomfortable. If something is uncomfortable, it doesn't feel easy or pleasant. For example, his calm response made her feel uncomfortable.
Or, silence can feel uncomfortable, but it isn't always bad. Repeat, uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Next, restraint. Restraint means holding yourself back from reacting too quickly or too strongly. For example, it took real restraint not to respond with anger.
Or, her restraint in that moment made everyone respect her more. Repeat, restraint.
Restraint. Now, suppression. Suppression means pushing your feelings down and not dealing with them honestly. For example, suppression is not the same as calm. One hides feelings, the other manages them.
Or, years of suppression made it hard for him to express himself. Repeat, suppression.
Suppression. Next, numb. If someone feels numb, they feel emotionally disconnected, like they cannot fully feel things. For example, after so much stress, she didn't feel angry, she just felt numb.
Or, numb is not peace. Peace still feels, numb does not. Repeat, numb.
Numb. Now, resilient. If someone is resilient, they are able to recover from difficulty and keep going. For example, she became more resilient after every hard experience.
Or, resilient people still feel pain, they just don't stay in it. Repeat, resilient.
Resilient. Next, seasoned. Someone who is seasoned has been shaped by experience and become wiser because of it. For example, you could hear in his voice that he was seasoned. Life had taught him a lot.
Or, she had a seasoned calm that didn't come from books, it came from living. Repeat, seasoned.
Seasoned. And our last word, steady. Steady means emotionally stable, reliable, and calm even when things around you are shaky. For example, she wasn't loud about it, but everyone trusted her because she was steady.
Or, steady doesn't mean never feeling anything. It means not being controlled by what you feel. Repeat, steady.
Steady. Such good words today.
Really good, and they all connect so beautifully to the idea of calm, what it is, what it isn't, and why it matters.
Because calm is not nothing. Calm is not weakness. Calm is not giving up. Calm is choosing again and again to stay with yourself.
Even when the world is loud, even when someone is trying to push you, even when your feelings are big and complicated.
You stay, you breathe, you choose.
And slowly, steadily, that becomes who you are.
And for English learners, that is your journey too. Every day you come back, every day you listen, every day you try a little.
That is not small, that is steady, that is resilient, that is seasoned in progress.
And before we go, we want to ask you one question for the comments. Think about it and tell us honestly.
Do you think calm is something people are naturally born with, or something that life slowly teaches you?
Write your answer below. We read every single one, and your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to read today.
And if this episode gave you something, if it made you think, or breathe a little slower, or feel a little more understood, please share it with one person.
Just one, someone who might need a little reminder that quiet can be strong.
That steady is powerful.
And that calm, real, warm, human calm is one of the best things you can grow in yourself.
Take care of your English.
Take care of your heart.
This is Alex.
And this is Sarah.
And you've been listening to Talks Where Sarah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Same time, same place. Bye for now.
Bye.